Welcome back to the Bako Motorsports Power Hour. I'm Mike Griffith, Bakersfield Speedway segment. Got Scott Schweitzer over where I'm generally sitting. Hello, Scott.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
I'm doing well. Long way over there.
Yeah, I got me a new section over here.
Yeah, it's a different view.
It is.
You can read what's on the
Now I
on
can
the
see
screen.
what's
I
going
look
on
at the
and
little
keep an eye on
monitor and I
things.
can't read a thing.
Now I know why you like being over here.
Yeah, that way you can see the monitor.
Yeah.
And you've got a race this weekend. Brought some guests.
I did. We got a real special event coming up this Saturday night. It's Autism Awareness Night at the Bakersfield Speedway, and we brought in the people that are making this event happen.
Autism Awareness Night at the Speedway. You've got USAC midgets, first of 2 or 3 races this year.
They raced 3 times this year, so and USAC's been off for a while, so they're eager to get back on the track. So yeah, we got USAC midgets, we got hobby stocks, American stocks, mini stocks, the California Lightning sprints, and the new USAC Micro Super 600 division will make their debut this Saturday night.
That's a lot of vehicles.
That's a ton of laps. Yes, it is. That's the
gonna
way
be-
we like. We don't like breaking the action. We like to race a lot out there.
Okay, you've got that autism awareness, and we've got Ramona.
Ramona, yes.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank
And
you
you're
for
from the
inviting us.
Autism Society?
Yes, I am. I'm the president and director for the Autism Society.
Okay,
here.
move up there and hug that microphone, I'm being told, so make sure you're talking to that. So what's this event about?
Well, it is actually races out at the Bakersfield Speedway, and these ladies right here decided to pick our organization to donate the proceeds to. We're very grateful for that, and so I'm going to let them explain it a little bit more. Basically, we're just very appreciative that they've selected our organization to highlight this event.
Okay, so how'd this come about?
Well, it all started last year. They started it out. It didn't get a lot of publicity, didn't get a lot of following. At the last minute, the mini stocks stepped in. My daughter is a racer with mini stocks. Misty's a racer with mini stocks. So this year we wanted to make it bigger, better, make a grander, a better event for the kids, bring more kids out, bring more families out, get more people involved in the event. And we're sending kids to camp this year, and that's a pretty big deal. So
And who's your daughter?
my daughter's Kylie Conway, number 23 in the mini stock.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So what was the reason behind autism and raising money for autism?
Well, it started with someone else last year, and, it was a great cause last year, and we wanted to keep it going again this year. And we're like, why not? Let's make it bigger and better and help the kids.
So
It's all about
basically
kids.
just changed who's doing it, but just
Right.
rolled
Yes.
over.
Just picked it up and went from there. It's
So-
turned out amazing so far.
So what type of deals are you planning out there on Saturday night?
We've got raffle baskets. We're going to be raffling off a ton of them. We've got a pre-picnic for the children. We have the kids eat free for the day. We've got a caterer that's going to be out there. We're going to do a meet and greet with drivers in their race cars out there. The children will be able to put stickers on the cars and sign some doors and some other fantastic things that we've got going on.
Okay. And what's the society do for awareness and to help those with autism?
Well, the Autism Society, Kern Autism Network, has been here in Kern County for about 20 years. And basically, we are a chapter of the National Autism Society of America. We just happen to have a chapter here in Kern County. And our purpose and our mission is basically to help those individuals here locally. There's over 2,000 individuals that have autism here in Kern County alone. And so we provide a lot of programs, workshops, seminars, trainings. We even do law enforcement trainings. We have a lot of activities and events that we provide locally. And basically, this event, being a second annual, is going to, with the proceeds that we receive from it, are going to help us fund our scholarships for this summer for camps. And some of those, just to mention, swimming lessons, we got horseback riding, art lessons, music lessons, gymnastics and tumbling, and archery. And so these are activities that we're able to provide to the community for children that have autism and young adults. So it's not just little ones, but it's also our adults in the community. And so we're just appreciative that, the Bakersfield Speedway and these ladies with their group of racers have decided to select our organization to help us continue that mission.
Okay, Scott, did you get involved in this last year as well?
Yeah, they brought it to us last year, and we had an event. It was kind of a last-minute deal, but still was a great event. But we're really excited about this year, the way they have the pre-barbecue where people can come out and meet some racers and see what's going on. It's not too often that the fans get to get up close, and, everybody knows who Brad Pounds and those type of drivers are, but to see them without a helmet on, you probably wouldn't recognize them because they don't get up that close. So be able to have some racers down there and the fans to be able to meet them and to see some of the kids and all that's going to be a great deal. We're really excited about having it. So it's from 2 to 4 down in
1
the
to 4.
Oh, 1 to 4. Sorry about
Sorry.
that.
The barbecue down in the
Down in the park area in the back. So
back outside
if
of
people
turn,
want to come to the
4.
races early, come out there and spend the day out there, see with the activities, and there's food and all that thing, and then we'll be able to go on up and enjoy the races for the
I
night.
know, and some of the midget drivers, you think it's a traveling series, but we got some locals in there. You've got Sean Dodenhoff, he's 4th in points. You've got Shannon McQueen, a former champion. She'll be running, so
We got the Corey Elliott, who's moved up into a midget
Okay.
and had a win last year in Hanford. Terry Nichols.
that's right. Terry runs
He
out
should
of Delano.
be running this week. So it should be a great field. I know Troy Rutherford's coming back again, so he's always exciting on the speedway. So it should be a good night of racing.
Yes, and we said, and plenty of racing once it gets going. So you're going to have after the barbecue and stuff, and then when the gates open for the general public, there's going to be the prize item, the raffle items right inside the gate.
We haven't figured out a time, maybe interception time, when everybody has a break. We're going to do the raffle baskets, call the numbers, and get them out.
And do that. And he has some racing. We can go through real quick last week's results. I think we had Tom Mocked out there as always. You had the sport mods running, and Wayne Dotson led from start to finish, get the win there. Some great photos by, especially that one that ran in the newspaper. Not as quite as good as it looks here, but Wayne Dotson led all 30 laps, get the win. Jason Nation was 2nd, and Brian Brylan Holder 3rd. And Clint came back from starting 12th or last.
Yeah,
He
Clint
finished 4th.
Rackenbach's been doing a great job this season. Won 2 races in a row. So, yeah, that pointer and average that we talked about last time kind of kicked into effect. So he had to start 12th because he's leading the points. And
He was
able to-
charging at the end.
He was. I mean, Clint's a tough driver, and he's a hard charger. So to come back and get 4th, and it's good to see Wayne to get the win. Wayne's had some couple of tough outings this year, so it's good to see him on top. And Jason Nation, he's kind of with his work schedule, races only when he can. So to see Jason up there 2nd is another good finish for him.
Okay. Then we had what do we have here?
Steven Johnson.
Steven
I
Johnson.
think he's pretty much got
He's got-
something figured out there in that IMCA stock car division. That's for sure.
Yeah, it took him a lap to get to the lead this time, I think. And then he led all but the first lap.
Yeah.
And he's just got that dialed in. Mike Hill Jr. came up. He spun early in the race and came back to get 2nd. So 2 good. And Steven drives for Mike, one of Mike's cars. So 2 good race cars there for sure. Here we had, this was an action-packed night. And
There's an
quite a
autism
few.
ribbon.
You had probably the best
Lots
turnout
of
of
autism ribbon.
mini stocks.
Good to see.
We did. It was a good field of mini stocks, good action, good racing. So it was a good night for the mini stocks.
Yeah, we got the results there. Sean Swatzenberger, boy, he charged to that win. That was some aggressive driving, some hard driving. Lonnie Spiller came from deep in the pack to finish 2nd. She was coming on strong there at the end.
Yeah, Lonnie's got a good year going as well, so she's going to be probably one that you'll see up there in the top of the finishes.
And then we
every
have
week.
Andy Boyston, Misty, who's over here to my left, and then Kylie Conway 5th. So a lot of women in this. How come so many women, Misty?
I don't know. A cousin of mine, she started racing a few years ago, and I liked it. They had an extra car, let me try it once, and I was hooked since then. And then the following year, they gave me that car, which was last year, so I raced that car. And then I just bought my new car. I'm learning it. It's doing pretty good. I'm loving it. I'm addicted.
I'd like to try it.
There you go.
I'm trying to get Amy to join as well. She's got her husband and her daughter in it, so
My daughter won't let me.
No, she's afraid of the competition.
yes.
That's what it is. And then we had the Mod Lights here. It's getting to be a familiar name in Victory Circle in Mod Lights there, and Mr. Jerry Flippo.
Yeah, we were just talking about that Saturday night. The crew and I is the way Flippo has developed in the last couple of years, and I mean he's a strong runner now, and it's good to see him up there with 2 wins in a row, and probably won't be the last time. So, and to see some of the names that are in there, these Roy Maynard Jr. and Balcazar, these are all mini dwarf kids. So we started them young and worked our way right up into full size cars now.
And that's a good deal. So, and then we had the mini dwarfs
Your
here.
favorite division?
My favorite division, the junior mini dwarfs, always first. Case and Sylvester with the win there. Chloe Jones came from like almost last. She was real deep in that field. I know she. You can't miss a paint job on the Joneses cars. She came back and got a second place finish, and then another female, Riley Millard, there in third. So this was the senior mini dwarfs, a pretty good race. Kiersey Young finished fifth. She spun late in the race and came back and still finished fifth. So good run there.
Yeah, there's some tough drivers in that senior class. Those kids have been doing it for a while, so pretty competitive. And the dads obviously are real competitive on the setups on those cars. So, and those senior kids really get around the track pretty fast. So it's always a good show with them.
Junior, you had a boatload of these guys. You even had a B main for the junior.
Had to run
mini
a B
dwarfs.
main first time this year with the little kids, which is good. A lot of real young ones, so they're starting to get the feel of it, and that's why we do the Sunday racing too, to give them a chance to learn the racing. But yeah, had a B main, worked their way through, and with a great race, and Jet Yanis got the win. And Jet's, I mean, it's always cool to see Jet when he climbs out of the car and you see he's only, he's such a little kid, but a heck of a hard racer.
Yeah, and Mason Ratcliffe is no stranger to Victory Circle. Hank Hall, Trenton Berto there, and Trenton Ricco. So some good little racers in that division.
Yeah, definitely some good little racers, and you'll see their names quite a bit. They're going to eventually move up to the seniors, and a lot of this junior class, people don't know, a lot of these kids are racing trophy trucks on that Lucas Oil Series, so they're using the mini dwarfs just to kind of stay sharp when they're not racing their mini trucks. So, 5 or 6 of those kids come from the truck racing, and that's why they're so aggressive and not afraid to get on the gas.
Free tonight. And once again, we'll go over what we got coming up this Saturday. Autism Society, Autism Awareness. And once again, what's the schedule?
1 to 4.
1 to 4 for the barbecue out there, and that's when you can meet the racers, get yourself some chow,
Come out and decorate the cars and just
decorate the
hang out.
cars, get a sticker out there, meet some drivers, donate some money,
Donate some
Yes.
money, enter and get them fantastic baskets. We got some good stuff in there.
and then the pit gates open at
Pit gates open at
pit gates open.
Pit gates open
4.
at 2. Front gates open at 4. Midget qualifying will start probably 5:45. First race at 6 p.m. So
So then go out there, get the barbecue, maybe go home, get refreshed, come on out, come through the front gates, put some money in for those baskets,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
and have a good night of racing
Oh yeah.
Yes.
and win something.
Win something, take something home with you.
Okay, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for
And
having
Thank you for
us.
having us.
We will see you on Saturday night, most likely, Scott.
all right, man.
And thanks for watching the Bako Motorsports Power Hour.